Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate, single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. How are you? How was your week? How was your weekend? How are you feeling? Just want you to kind of tune in with yourself and really check in of how you feel. Sometimes we're kind of like brushing it off and we ask people, but we don't really mean it. And it's important to kind of ask ourselves how we feel. Is it feels good? Do I want to still feel this way? Do I want to move and shift my feeling to feeling better? If yes, by the way, I have my signature program. It's a very beautiful hour and a half masterclass that I taught for Clear and Create that comes with hypnosis that helps you to kind of shift you from wherever you are to feeling and be open to amazing miracles, your next level of abundance and everything you want. So it's all these like little decisions you make throughout the day and how you shift yourself from feeling the way you feel to where you want to feel. So if you're interested, everything in the description bar below. It's only $28, by the way. So it's super, super affordable. And that's what I meant. And that's what I was intending with this, because I really want more and more people tapping into that freedom. And okay, with any further ado, let's talk about today's episode. Today, we're going to talk about standards. I want to tell you guys that this concept changed my financial reality because it really allowed me that and really kind of helped me to realize that everything is an external validation of who I really believe I am. And when I was starting playing with my standards, and we're talking about financial standards, playing with relationship standards, standards about myself, about my body, about my health, like I have standards for everything. And it sounds like maybe somebody that doesn't really understand what I mean by standards, but it sounds like I'm very strict or I am, I don't know, whatever comes to your mind when you think about it. But the truth of the matter is that it helped me to really eliminate and be very clear what is a hell yes and what is a hell no in any area of my life. And I want you to really take a check-in your life. If it's your health, if it's your relationship, if it's your love life, if it's your body, if it's your health, if it's your spirituality, if it's your business, if it's your career, any of those areas, and really check in to see what are your standards there. Really ask yourself, what is my standard? And a lot of time is because you feel safe in this standard, even if it's not serving you. So I'm going to give you an example for relationships. Your standard of relationship, just because in the past you had this experience where you were satisfied when a person would text you once a day. That's it. But the truth of the matter is you want a deep connection. You want to be called like 3 times a day. You want that constant communication. You want to feel heard and seen by your partner. So if your standard is that one text, what do you think you're going to attract to your life? You're going to attract to your life the kind of people that are not emotionally available, that are not really here to see you, to really give you and offer you this beautiful love that you deserve, because your standard is only a certain way. And this is where you really need to ask yourself, am I willing to raise my standards? And you're going to be tested, my love. You're going to be tested with people that are not a good match to that. And you need to really be, it's not about being strict, but you just want to be very clear. Like, if it's not exactly the standard that I put myself, like, that's what I want. And what I know, that it's not about what I deserve. Like, you deserve above and beyond. It's not about being deserving. It's just what you want. If it's not what you want, it's not. It's just not. And every time you're saying no to somebody, you're saying yes to that person that will meet this standard. And you're going to come closer and closer to meeting that person. Same thing, I'm going to give you a financial example that happened to me. My standard was like, for me to make 100K a month. I was like, if I'm making 100K a month, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay in terms of my sales, by the way. It's not like my income, it's my sales. There's a difference. But just so you understand, that was my standard. That was like where I was feeling comfortable. And then at some point, I felt that I want more. I want more. I'm ready for more. And when I was making that number, it wasn't feeling enough for me anymore. And I knew it's time to raise my standard. And I was so terrified, because I was like, what if I get disappointed? What if it's not going to happen? What if it means that I need to work harder? I need to sacrifice more time, and I just don't want to do it. But of course, it's all lies. It's all stories that I made and attached to, and the meaning I gave to making more money. The truth of the matter is, none of that was needed or required for my next level of abundance. Now my standard is 250, and now I'm raising it to 300 a month. That's my standard. That's my normal. Because it's not really about the numbers. It's more about the meaning we give them. And the more you can increase your standard and increase your identity, that is the person that is experiencing this type of standard, and you increasing also the belief by actions. Because again, we're living in a 3D world. We're human beings. We still need to do certain things to go and get the things that we want, not from a place of hustle, but from the place of creation, right? We're co-creating with the universe. The universe is not the doer. We are the doers, right? We are the ones receiving the messages and the emotions and the inspiration, and we want to act upon it, that it feels effortless. So what are the habits that I can do that support that type of standards without burning myself, without hurting my values? And my values are freedom, my values of family, connection, expansion. Those are my top values. I don't want to sacrifice that. So I had to really do some work on my subconscious rewiring. I had to do some work on what I believe it's true for me now, what the type of person that is making 200, 250, 300 a month, what does that mean? What is that? How they look like? What did they say? What the type of things they do? And really instilling it in me, and doing on a daily basis until it happened. And I gotta tell you that something very interesting happened to me. When I was raising my standard, I had 1 month that was significantly low than usually, like even below my low standard. And I was like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And I remember telling to somebody, like, I kind of like, I have this like weird month. It's like a low month than usual. What's going on? And he said to me, don't worry about it. Economy's bad. Don't be hard on yourself. Like, it's okay. And that's what I said to myself. No, it's not okay. I'm not okay of normalizing this, because if I would say okay to this, I would drop down to my standard, because it's enough to have one decision to drop you down to the standards that you previously had. It's so comfortable. It's so much easier. And I remember saying to them, like, to him, I was like, no, that's not okay. That's not That's not something that I'm willing to normalize and be okay with. Like, what can I shift here? What can I shift here? Is it my belief? Is it my actions that don't really follow through? Is it my safety around this number that I need to really create more safety around? What are the things that I need to shift here? What I need to do within myself so I can go to that level? But I got to tell you, that was a great sign for me because it was a mini test. I don't believe in tests, but I feel like it was giving me a chance to really refine the fact that this is no longer normal for me. Like, this is not my standard. So when I got that, it felt so off that I had to bring myself to where I want to be, to my new standard. And if you're experiencing some, like, let's say a low month, or you're not meeting the one, or you're just feeling stuck in wherever area you are in, know that this is a great opportunity for yourself to refine yourself, refine your shift, your mindset, your body, your energy, your subconscious mind, and really go and not settle, not say, oh, it's okay. Don't. It's not that it's not okay. It's about saying to yourself, I'm not open, I'm not available for this type of reality. I'm available for X, Y, and Z. And take responsibility and ask yourself, okay, where did I didn't follow through? Where am I? I'm not a match to that. Is it my identity? Is it my thoughts? Is it my beliefs? Is it my actions? And be honest with yourself and make the adjustments. And I'm going to tell you, the next month I made triple. But if I would listen to that person and I would feel sorry for myself and be a victim of the outside situation, tell myself, it's okay. Well, it's the economy. Next time I'm going to gain a low month, I'm going to say, well, it's how I felt. I was sick. And I'm always going to keep beating my own drum and keeping myself stuck because I'm always going to think that external circumstances are okay to allow my inner thermostat, my inner belief of what I believe is possible or not to affect it. And I'm not open for that. I'm the creator of my life. I decide what's true for me and what's available for me. I am. I don't care how the economy looks like. I don't care what's the market in terms of singles or not singles or what's going on. I don't care how old I am and what's possible for me in my age or not. I don't care any of those things. It's what I decide. And if I decided it, it's happening. Maybe it's not today. Maybe it's not tomorrow. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's next month or year, but it's going to happen. And I'm going to allow myself, allow my inner being to adjust and shift to become the version of myself that experienced this reality. So think about an area in your life where you feel it's time to raise your standards. Could be your business. Maybe it's time to raise your prices. Maybe it's time to raise your way of how you serve your clients and your relationship with your clients, not allowing them to suck the life out of you and feeling drained and not really feel there's a fair energy exchange. Um, maybe you are settling in the people you allow in, maybe friendships that don't serve you anymore, and it's time to raise your standards there. Maybe it's time to raise your standards of how much you make. It's so interesting. Money and numbers are bendable, meaning it's like sometimes I don't understand how I have the amount in the money, in the bank that I have. Sometimes I'm like, I'm sometimes surprised. I'm like, I don't know how that happened, but I know what's my standard. And I know that I'm not available for anything less than that. Like, I'm not available for debt. I'm not available for unexpected payments. I'm not available to any bullshit. I'm not available for that. I'm only available for abundance and more and more and more and more and more and more. And that's what you need to decide in the end of the day. What are your standards? How can you raise them? And if you want to learn and really become that match to your next level self and feel safe about it and learn how to rewire your subconscious mind, how to regulate your nervous system, how to shift your limited beliefs to empowering beliefs, how to do it in a way that is not overwhelming, that is clear, that is effective, that is actually combining multiple effective, proven methods through my bridge method, you can sign up and actually apply for my 3-month coaching. I actually have few spots open for if you are a salesperson that wants to make more money, but don't want to sacrifice her time with her family, with herself. If you want to make more money in your business, or you're somebody who wants to find the one that is without feeling like they need to be a certain persona in order to attract the person that they really feel safe and loved and nurtured and just have this beautiful, healthy relationship. Apply for my 3-month coaching. We're going to go on a call to make sure that this is actually the best fit for you. I'm not going to take anybody that I don't know that I can 100%, 100 and bazillion percent help them. So apply. As I say, few spots are open. So I can't wait to support you in this new year and really get you in the summer ready, feeling and being and raising your standards and making the money that you want and having the relationship that you want and having the life that you really deserve. And with that, guys, please let me know if there's something that you learned from here. I will love, love, love to see your shares. You can post it on your social media and tag me at Effortlessly Abundant Life. What did you learn? What are your like juicy kind of hormones that you kind of like dropped in your head? And you're like, oh my God, I needed to hear this, and more people need to hear this. And if you share it on your social media and you tag me, you're going to get a free hypnosis where it really helped me to get everything that I want in my life effortlessly. You're going to get that. And with that, my loves, I love you so much. I'm sending you such a big hug and reminding you the only reason why you're listening to this is because you're meant to hear this. It's your time to raise your standards. It's safe for you to raise your standards. You'll find that when you raise them, the world will respond to you. Everything will just fall into place. And with that, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye.